Welcome to the Ogden City Council's quick meeting recap for the work session and City Council meeting that took place on Tuesday, December 7th, 2021. In the work session, the Council reviewed and discussed a proposed salary schedule ordinance amendment. During budget discussions related to the salaries of elected officials, the Council indicated that it would consider moving Council salaries to benchmark beginning January 1st, 2022. The proposed amendments to the fiscal year 2021-2022 salary schedules would bring the Council member salaries into alignment with benchmark as determined in May 2021. These changes include an increase in salary for a council member from $18,814 to $22,500. The vice chair salary would increase from $19,942 to $23,850, and the chair salary would increase from $21,070 to $25,200. If approved, the amendment would result in a total increase of $18,450. The council then reviewed the renewal of the Synchrony Bank line of credit. The current proposal is to renew the line of credit with the same terms as those approved in 2019. The renewal would be good for 2 years, at which point the reauthorization would be required. The terms of the GE Money Bank line of credit were the same as those that had been established with Fannie Mae. The previous CRA loan of $1.4 million was used to build and renovate dozens of homes that benefited low to moderate income levels. The proposal is to renew the agreement for 2 years. This will be considered by the Council on December 14th. The Council reviewed and discussed an RDA budget amendment to fund quality neighborhood housing projects and pre-development costs for the Wonder Block. The proposed amendment of nearly $2.4 million recognizes additional revenues in the Continental Project area. The revenue is from $1,887,425 in loan proceeds and $17,075 in tax increment, and appropriates $20,925 of those revenues to the loan fees and $1,883,575 in pre-development costs for Wonder Block. The budget amendment also recognizes $150,000 in revenues in the housing fund from lease revenue and $331,850 for the sale of property, and appropriates $150,000 of those funds to rental property expenditures and $331,850 for quality neighborhood housing projects. This will be considered by the RDA Board on December 14th. The Council reviewed a proposal for an honorary street name designation of Satnam Singh Drive at 675 North between Jefferson and Gramercy. Satnam Singh died tragically in February of 2021 in the Super Grocery convenience store that he owned and operated. Due to split votes, the Planning Commission was unable to pass a motion to formally provide a recommendation of either approval or denial. The City Engineer and Legal Department recommended denial of the petition as it was felt that the proposal did not meet the standards for a public purpose. The police and fire departments did not express concerns related to the proposed honorary name causing confusion with emergency response. If the proposal is not approved, the Council was interested in exploring other options to honor the life of Mr. Singh. The honorary street name designation will be considered by the Council on January 4th. The Council reviewed proposed amendments to the Neighbor Up grant program. The amendments include guidelines to provide better clarification and direction regarding the size and scope of events sponsored by the program. This includes liability concerns with large inflatables being used on public property and larger gatherings that require additional permitting. This will be considered by the Council at a later meeting. The Council reviewed proposed amendments to Council rules and norms. The amendments include added language regarding decorum and civility to clarify reasoning for not permitting outward expressions such as clapping, cheering, shouting, or booing to show support or disagreement with an issue. The proposed amendment adds that such outward expressions may have a chilling effect on others who may have or want to express differing opinions. Additionally, the proposed amendment suggests adding language regarding the use of signage in chambers. While no formal language was drafted prior to the meeting pending Council and legal direction, the considerations proposed included limiting the size of signs, prohibiting the blocking of walkways, and designated areas for standing. More consultation with the legal department will take place before this is brought to the Council again in a work session. The Council continued discussion of the future of the Marshall White Center. Council staff was directed by the Council to draft a resolution that would determine a timeline to complete various steps towards resolving the issue, including determining deadlines for funding decisions, facility amenities, and staffing. Once the resolution is drafted and reviewed, it will be considered by the Council in a subsequent meeting. In the Council meeting, Farr's Ice Cream was recognized for over 100 years of service to the greater Ogden community. Company President Michael Farr, along with his father and brothers, were present to accept the recognition and distribute ice cream. Through common consent, the Council approved the appointment of Arlene Anderson and Benjamin Hughes and the reappointment of Martha Syme to the Citizen Advisory Committee. After a public hearing, the Council approved a vacation of a portion of the alley behind 1730 Washington Boulevard. The petitioner is a developer that will consolidate and develop 2 parcels that were separated by the alley. The Planning Commission unanimously recommended approval of the vacation. The Council tabled a zone text amendment and rezone for the Capitol Square project. The proposed rezone would change the zoning of the block from expanded scale neighborhood commercial to mixed use. The property is owned by the city. The purpose purpose of the rezone is to allow for a variety of uses within the same zone, including townhomes, apartments, single-family residences, commercial, entertainment, and office uses. Mixed-use zones also allow for multiple use types to be incorporated within the same building, such as retail on the ground level and residential on each level above. In addition to considering the rezone request, the zoning code requires the City Council to simultaneously review and approve a project master plan. Reviewing the master plan ensures that the developer follows established design and layout standards. The items were tabled to December 14th, with direction given to staff to provide more clarification on the mixed-use zone and the project master plan. After receiving input, the council approved an ordinance amendment to allow brick homes to be painted. Zoning code restricted brick homes in the East Central community from being painted or covered with another material. This regulation was based off the community plan's emphasis on maintaining historic elements in the area. The applicant requested to remove this restriction so that brick homes can be painted in the East Central community. The East Central community is part of the Central Bench National Historic District, which was established in 2005. The Planning Commission reviewed the request in July 2021 in a work session in August, and then a final vote took place on October 5th. The Planning Commission ultimately decided that the painting restriction should remain, but with some minor amendments that would allow homes to be painted in exceptional circumstances where paint or clear seal coat would be necessary to preserve deteriorating brick. The entire recording for the meetings of December 7th can be accessed on the Ogden City Council's Facebook page and podcast. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to the council office at 801-629-8153 or send an email to citycouncil@ogdencity.com.